Asking questions is a fundamental part of developing critical thinking skills. It involves probing deeper into issues, challenging assumptions, and exploring different perspectives. There are several types of questions which we are going to explore. To understand the issue or problem better, ask clarifying questions such as, "What do you mean by that? Can you give me an example?" Or "What is the main point?" To uncover underlying assumptions and biases, ask probing questions like, "What are we assuming here? Is this always the case?" Or "What could we assume instead?" To evaluate the evidence and reasons behind an argument, ask evidence and reasons-based questions, such as, "What evidence supports this claim? How do we know this is true?" Or, "Are there any reasons to doubt this evidence?" To consider alternative perspectives and viewpoints, ask questions like, "What are other ways to look at this? What do others think about this issue?" Or, "How would someone with a different viewpoint argue this?" To explore the potential outcomes and impacts, ask, "What are the implications of this? What might be the consequences? And how does this affect the larger picture?" To reflect on the questions themselves and their relevance, question the question by asking, "Why is this question important? What does this question assume? And how can we find out the answer?" There are some techniques to asking effective questions, which should be applied whenever possible. Be open-minded. Approach each question without preconceived notions or biases. Be willing to accept new information and perspectives. Be specific. Avoid vague or overly broad questions, and rather focus on specific details to get precise answers. Be purposeful. Ask questions with a clear purpose in mind, whether it is to clarify, probe, or explore. Encourage dialogue. Foster an environment where open dialogue is encouraged, which allows for more in-depth exploration of ideas. Use follow-up questions. Don't stop at the initial response. Use follow-up questions to delve deeply into the topic. Listen actively. Pay attention to the responses you receive, as active listening helps in formulating better and more informed questions. Critical thinking questions can be applied to everyday scenarios, such as analyzing a news article. Question, "What is the main argument of the article? What evidence is provided to support the argument? Are there any noticeable biases in the reporting? And what other perspectives are missing from the article?" When evaluating a research study, question, "What is the research question or hypothesis? What methodology was used to conduct the study? Are the results statistically significant? And how do these findings compare to other studies on the same topic?" When discussing a social issue, question, "What are the key factors contributing to this issue? What are the different viewpoints on this matter? What are the short-term and long-term implications of potential solutions? And how does this issue impact different communities or groups?"